ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Thank you everyone for joining today, taking your valuable time. We'll discuss today about Gopala Champu and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, in Gopala Champu, that after Krishna left the Vrajavasis, he went to Dwaraka, and from Dwaraka he came back to Vrindavan after 33 years. So all the Vrajavasis received him, and they had a great celebration, and they started their regular day-to-day activities. And one particular day, Krishna's Janma Nakshatra appeared. So therefore, they celebrated that festival. Every month they celebrate this, and Krishna was performed Abhishek, and all the gifts were exchanged. Now, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, along with those who stay in the house of Krishna, they gave very feast for the Vrajavasis. So the Vrajavasis were sitting inside the house of Nanda Maharaj, and they are having feast. And in this, we saw that Madhumangal was making fun that all the sweets were served to the Vaishyas who are sitting closer to Krishna, but for Brahmanas like us, all the sweets were not provided, or all the different delicacies were not provided. So he started complaining jokingly. So when he started complaining jokingly, Yashoda, she came, she came and heard that whatever Madhumangal was speaking. So then she took all the different delicacies in plates that are made of crystals, very nice plates. And she also took some fruits which have been ripened directly in the trees. The fruits which are ripened in the tree by the sun, that tastes very nice. So those are very suitable for offering to the Lord. So she brought those fruits along with these different delicacies, and she placed in a very crystal beautiful plate. And then she went and served to Madhumangal and the other Brahmanas again one more time. So when she started serving that, everybody was very joyful. So in this way, all of them were eating very nicely the different delicacies. They were physically full. They couldn't eat further. And then trying to push, some devotees are trying to push inside. But their rasa in the heart, it was not getting filled up. They want more. They had that thirst increasing more and more. The more the rasa of Krishna they fill inside their heart, it was increasing. The thirst was increasing. Completely opposite. When we feel thirst, we drink water, the thirst goes away. But here, it just opposite. It was increasing more and more. And this is the nature of bhakti. I was remembering the book Journey Home, where His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, he had a wonderful journey, and then he was describing there that the spiritual hunger, when he was searching for truth, it was burning within him. And the more heard about spirituality, the more it was burning. The more yoga and meditation he was doing, the more it was burning. So this is the nature of bhakti. The more we consume, the more thirst will be there. When you have nice thirst, if you drink water, you will feel very much happy. So similarly, when you have nice hunger for this bhakti, and when you do perform bhakti to Krishna, then you will feel very nice, very blissful experience you will have. So all of them, though they were externally filled their tummies, internally, their heart, they were seeking more and more. Sorry, I have cold, so excuse me for. And they also were looking completely at the form of Krishna who was sitting in the midst of them. They were not getting satisfied by looking at him. He was so beautiful. He was bluish, wearing yellow dhoti and shining and then joking with people who were sitting nearby and eating all the delicacies that were offered to him. That sight, they couldn't take out their eyes off. So, though they don't want to get up from this feast, forcefully water for rinsing the mouth was provided to them. Why they were providing the uh, water, they were asking to get up because this pastime is over. Now, another pastime of Krishna has to be performed. So, all of them need to be moved over there. So, it is not that they don't want to serve more and more prasadam to all of these people. They would love, but they want other pastimes of Krishna to manifest. So, forcefully, all the people who were sitting and eating were provided with a jug of water for to rinse their mouth. So then everybody stood up and then they went and performed achaman. Achaman is, washing their mouth. And they were looking forward for the next pastime of Krishna and the next Leela they want to participate. Then Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they were giving excellent betel leaves, this pan, after the meals are over, they take pan. So the tambula pan was provided to everybody. Then nice sandalwood paste, fragrant sandalwood paste for applying on their body, new cloths, fresh garlands, beautiful ornaments, all these were given. And the Brahmanas, especially, they were given special donations and ritual offerings, dakshina. So Madhumangal was also a Brahman. So he was also receiving dakshina. So when he was receiving dakshina, he was very happy. So this is Nanda Maharaj. Madhumangal is receiving dakshina from Nanda Maharaj. So when he was receiving dakshina, he was very happy. But then he was looking around. And then all these Vrajavasis are looking at him. Oh, they might be thinking these Brahmins are simply eating food and then they are taking money also. So then, understanding that, he was looking at them and then he was saying, "Oh, venerable residents of Vraja, don't think that, we are receiving this bulk donation. Don't look at us with the envy. Don't think that we are simply eating and taking money also. All the valuables that Nanda Maharaj is giving us, it is not even equal to one delicacy that was provided in the feast for all of you. Because all of you have eaten so many amounts of delicacies, whatever we are getting in our hand is incomparable. So please don't look at us with envy. You turn around your faces." So Madhumangal was making a fun there. So everybody started laughing. Then after that, after this, Krishna went to his father, and then humbly he was saying to his father, "Father, all the things are over here. Now we can all go to the assembly hall where everybody gathers." So, where previously Nanda Maharaj was also sitting. Now he is asking all these people, along with father, to move to the assembly hall. So he was telling that Balram, Sudam, Dam, and all of us will come there shortly. So he asked his father to go over there. Then he went to his mother, and then he was saying that, "Mother, please give us permission so that we can go and herd the cows." He wants to meet the cows. When Yashoda looked at Krishna, her breasts were overflowing with milk because of her intense affection for Krishna. Though Krishna was, uh, age wise, he was like 16 plus years, still, when Yashoda looks at Krishna, she was looking at him as a small baby. Therefore, naturally, her breast milk will flow. And she has intense affection for Krishna like that. So, But she has concern that whenever Krishna goes to forest, it seems he takes so long time in the forest and then he comes back in the evening. So Krishna goes in the morning to herd the cows and he takes the lunch there in the forest with all the cowherd boys. Then he comes back in the evening. So that is a very long separation for the parents. They were at home. Every moment they go out and then look for Krishna, whether Krishna is coming or not. They cannot bear that separation, especially Yashoda cannot bear the separation. So therefore she was telling to Krishna, Krishna, beta, you please come early from the forest. Don't spend so much time there because you are my only life breath, life air. Then all the elderly gopis, who are all of Yashoda's age, they also say, looking at the love of Yashoda, they were also shedding tears. They were saying, see, Krishna, you are always with these cows. The cows are also mothers, but they are mothers in name only. Yashoda is your real mother. So therefore, why you are showing partiality to the cows? Why you are so much attached to the cows that you want to always go with the cows and then herd them in the forest? Why are you leaving your mother and then you are running after these cows? Why can't you be just with Yashoda all the time? So then Krishna put his head down with a tearful eyes and with a smile. He said, "Oh, mothers, what can I do? These are animals. I cannot reason with them. They possess so much love for me, and they do not have any bit of discernment what is right, what is wrong. But if they don't see me, they do not graze grass. They do not eat grass. They are simply looking forward for me. And when they see me, they start eating grass. So therefore, I have to be with them. If I'm not present with them, then they don't eat grass. What can I do?" So then Yashoda said, correct. Krishna is right. This is our Vaishya dharma. Our Vaishya dharma is that we have to manage these cows. We have to maintain these cows because the cows are our wealth. And for maintaining the cows, we have to take them to the forest. And when we take them to the forest, it takes time. And who takes them to the forest? These cowherd boys. Without the cowherd boys, these cows, they don't grass. They don't eat grass. So therefore, they have to take them to the forest. Otherwise, we cannot even maintain the cows. And maintaining cows is our dharma, Vaishya dharma. So they are completely absorbed in that particular abhiman, that they are all Vaishyas and their dharma is to protect the cows. But Krishna is the center everywhere. So therefore, these boys, they have to go to the forest. Without the forest, they cannot maintain the cows, and without the cows, there is no livelihood for us. So it is unavoidable. Though I would like to have Krishna with me all the time, but it is unavoidable. So, one second. Krishna, however, detected that there is fear in the face of Yashoda. So therefore, Krishna, he said, explicitly addressed, "Oh mother, please don't be fearful. There is nothing in the forest of Vrindavan. All the demons, including Keshi, all of them have been destroyed. There is no demon existing now in the Vrindavan forest." So all the demons were killed even before he left Vrindavan. And after going to Dwaraka, he killed the rest of the demons as well. So he said, all the demons are destroyed, so don't worry about it. Then Yashoda, thinking that Krishna addressed the point exactly that she was fearful of. So then she said that, why you are saying that there are no demons? Even today I am hearing that there are some disturbances from those demons are happening in the forest. They may be dead, but they will become ghost. And they will be just wandering around in the forest of Vrindavan and then giving trouble to all the people over there. And that is my only worry, that these ghosts will be disturbing you. Then Krishna smiled gently and then he said, Mom, they do not become ghost because this is Vraj. Anybody dies in Vraj, they will attain liberation. So therefore, don't worry about that. Why they will attain liberation? Because in this Vraj, you are a pious person, Yashoda, who are a pious person, you are walking around everywhere leaving your dust. Because of your dust, the entire Vraj is pious. And therefore, all the demons who have died here, they have attained liberation. Actually, Krishna is the one who gave liberation, but then he is also absorbed in the Abhiman of being a cowherd boy, and he is glorifying Yashoda here like that. And what about the disturbance that you are hearing that is from the demons? They're all just we are playing there in the forest. Sometimes we play as a friend with along with the friends, hide and seek. We build bridges like how Ramachandra build bridges, and then we will just act like monkeys here and there, jump. And we'll also create illusory demons like Putana. Some of us will dress up like Putana, and some of us will dress up like different demons, and then we just enact the pastimes. So they are not real demons. Maybe somebody heard the name Putana and then they just complained, oh, Putana is there in the forest. No, we were just playing and then, dressing up like Putana and like that. So there is only happiness in the forest. There is no misery for us. Okay. So we'll continue. The conversation is going on next week. Now we'll enter into Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we are still looking into the first verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. However, we will go fast. The reason we are taking more time for this particular verse is that we are also summarizing the entire Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu part of this, so that you get the overall overview, and then we'll delve into each verse. We'll move faster, but within this context, we are looking at a summary of overall Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we have looked at all the primary rasas previously in detail. Now we are looking into the secondary rasas. So the primary rasas, secondary rasas, these are the main content of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And in the secondary rasas, we have completed Hasya Rasa, laughter, and Adbhuta Rasa, wonder. We have completed. Now we are studying Vira Rasa. Okay. So to give an overview again what Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu work is, this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu work is divided into four sections: East, South, West, and North. And each of this section describes different topics. The first section describes about what is bhakti. This bhakti goes through multiple stages to attain rasa, and that rasa is described in southern section, and the different types of rasas are described in western and northern section. Now we are into eastern section. And Eastern section has four chapters. This is the progress of bhakti. Sadhana bhakti attains bhava bhakti and then prema bhakti. The first chapter contains overview of bhakti. The main topic here is the Uttama bhakti, apart from this Mangalacharan verse, and what are all the characteristics of Uttama bhakti. We are still looking into Mangalacharan, first verse. So these are the 12 rasas, and now we are looking into Vira Rasa. What are all secondary rasas? Again, secondary rasas, they don't have specific recipients. You cannot say somebody as Hasya Rasa Bhakta. What are you going to attain in spiritual world? Hasya Rasa. You cannot say like that. You can say I'm attaining Dasya Rasa, I'm attaining Madhurya Rasa, I'm attaining Sakya Rasa. But this Hasya Rasa and other things are transitory emotions that come and then go away. These are transitory, like waves in a ocean. The Vira Rasa, Vira means four things. That Vira comprehends four things. That is Yuddha, chivalry. That is the real Vira. Dana, charity, giving charity. That is also part of this heroic deed. Daya, compassion. The hero feels compassion. uh, A king feels compassion upon his subjects. A hero feels compassion, therefore he tries to protect others. And he feels compassion when he sees people don't have wealth, therefore he gives money. And then he performs chivalry activities to protect the innocent. He also performs dharmic activities. So these are part of Vira Rasa. We have already completed Vira Rasa, Vira Rasa. We saw that Bali Maharaj was there in the Vira Rasa. And then in the Vira Rasa, we saw how Krishna and the cowherd boys, they do mock battles, and how Bhishma was having chivalrous rasa toward Krishna. Now we are entering into daya-vira. Daya-vira is compassion. So daya-vira, um, we'll look at the example here. Adakuna Mataji, would you like to recite this verse?
I will try, Prabhuji. Please forgive me.
This is Shad Goswami Astakam.
Yeah. But yeah. Vande Kudmalitanjalirmuhuraham Viram Mayuradvajam Yenardam Kapatadvijaya Vapusha Kamsadvishedit Sada Kashtam Gadgadikal Kakulosmi Kathana Rambadaho Dhimata सोलासं क्रकचेन दारितमभूत् पत्नी सुताभ्यां सिरा. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you. Very beautifully singing. So, after the Kurukshetra war, Mahabharat war, King Yudhishthira was feeling very sad that he has killed so many people out of his selfish desires. Though the Mahabharat war was performed on the platform of dharma, Yudhishthira Maharaj, because of his compassionate heart, he was feeling that he has killed unnecessarily all these people. So he wanted to perform atonement for this. Then Krishna advised him to perform Ashwamedha, horse sacrifice, Ashwamedha Yagya. So the way the Ashwamedha Yagya works is they select a very nice horse. The king has to choose a horse. And this horse is done with lot of puja, rituals. And then the horse will be let out into the neighboring countries. Along with the horse, a group of people, warriors, they will go. They will protect that horse. This horse will be roaming around in the neighboring countries. And if any of the neighboring country leader, ruler, if he thinks that the owner of the horse is actually lesser than me or equal to me, he will challenge. He will just tie up the horse and he will fight with all the warriors who are trying to protect. And by this, he is challenging the sacrificer that I am not under you. So then there will be a war between these two people, and then they will decide who is the winner. But if the ruler feels that he is lesser than the person who has sent this horse into my country, he will just let it go. By letting it go, he is also accepting a subordinate position, which means he has to pay tax. So the person who is sending out the horse, he becomes an emperor, the other becomes subordinate to him. And once this horse goes around all the places, establishing the supremacy of the ruler, it comes back. The warriors, they bring back the horse. Once you bring back the horse, then again several rituals are performed. Bathing of the king is done. Then after that, this horse will be sacrificed in the yagya. So this is Ashwamedha Yagya. Lot of wealth is required to perform this because you have to give lot of charity, donation, so many things you have to do. So one of the expensive yagyas. In last 1,000 years, there were only 2 instances where this Ashwamedha Yagya was performed. People did not have a lot of wealth or capability to perform this. But Parikshit Maharaj has performed, his son Janamejaya has performed, and Yudhishthira Maharaj here is also performing. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was doing this Ashwamedha sacrifice. And Krishna and Arjuna, they were going along with this horse when the horse was let out loose to the neighboring countries. So Krishna was also trying to protect the horse. Let's see who can oppose Yudhishthira Maharaj. Right? Then eventually the horse went to a place called Ratnanagara. Ratnanagara. There they saw there was another horse that was coming, an Ashwamedha horse. So somebody else has let loose another horse. So when they encountered this another horse, they saw, who's this? That horse was from Mayura Dwaja, a king. He is also a devotee of Krishna, but he also is performing Ashwamedha Yagya in his own place and he is letting out his own horse. So these two horses met. Yudhishthira Maharaj is not there, neither Mayura Dwaja. Both of the kings are not there. It is only the warriors who are protecting the horses, they were there. Krishna is there on the Yudhishthira side and Mayura Dwaja's son, he is on the other side of the horse. When they met, the son of Mayura Dwaja, he was a very great warrior. So he actually fought with Arjuna and Krishna. And when he fought with Arjuna and Krishna, he actually made them unconscious. He was so warrior that he made both Krishna and Arjuna unconscious. Of course, Krishna let the son of Mayura Dwaja to win over him. Otherwise, nobody can win Krishna or Arjuna. Anyways, Krishna let the son of Mayura Dwaja win over him. So both Krishna and Arjuna, they became unconscious. Then the son of Mayura Dwaja, he took this horse, both horses, and he went to his father's Ashwamedha sacrifice. When his father heard that his son has brought the horse forcefully from Krishna, he started scolding him. What kind of person are you? Just for performing this Ashwamedha sacrifice, you are opposing Krishna himself. This is so bad. I did not expect this kind of behavior from you. So he was very disappointed. Though his son was thinking that his father's Ashwamedha sacrifice should not be disturbed, but his father wasn't thinking like that. His father was thinking just for this, after all, this small Ashwamedha yagya, he is opposing Krishna. But Krishna had a different plan. So Krishna disguised himself as a Brahmana. You see this here. So Krishna and Arjuna, both of them disguised themselves as Brahmana. Then they went to Mayuradwaja. So this story is being narrated in this verse. Okay, so what happened there? We look at the verse meaning. One day Kudmalita Anjalihi. Kudmalita means like a bud. Lord, you see the bud of a flower, it is like this. Like a bud. So you are keeping your hands like this. One day Kudmalita Anjalihi Muhu Aham Viram Mayuradwajam. The narrator who is telling this story, he is saying that I am offering my respects to Mayuradwaja. He is a great warrior. I am offering my obeisances again and again with my folded hands to Mayuradwaja. Why? Yena ardham kapatadvijaya vapushaka kangsudvishe dishata. He was ready to give half of his body to Krishna. Kamshadvisha means enemy of Kamsa, that is Krishna. He was ready to give half of his body to Krishna. Why? When Krishna and Arjuna came in the disguise of Brahmanas, they said that they are Brahmanas and they would like charity from Mayuradwaja. So Mayuradwaja said, I'm very happy. Mayuradwaja doesn't know that this is Krishna and Arjuna. He was thinking these are just Brahmins. But looking at this Brahmins, he was developing love also. Yeah, the prema was overflowing. So he was just ready to give anything to them. Then Krishna, in the disguise of Brahmana, he said, my son was caught by a lion. And this lion is sitting there in the forest. It is trying to kill him. But it gave me one condition, that I come to you and get half of your body for the lion to eat. So this lion is basically a demon. So that is asking half of the body of the king Mayuradwaja. If you brought that half of the body of Mayuradwaja for my own food, then I will release your son. So therefore, O Mayuradwaja, please give half of your body. So when Krishna, in the disguise of Brahmana, said this, all the courtiers, they were like, how can you ask king to die? You're literally asking king to die. We protest this. No, we cannot agree to that. But Mayuradwaja said, no, stop. I want to give. I feel compassionate toward this Brahmana. I want to give. I do not have any hesitation. But Krishna said, so before that, the wife of Mayuradwaja, she came running and then she said, so a wife is half of husband. So therefore, since you asked half of the body of Mayuradwaja, my husband, you just take me because wife is half of husband. Therefore, you can take me. So Krishna said, no, no, no. The lion does not want your body. He specifically wanted the half body of Mayuradwaja. Then the son came and said, the son is non-different from his father. Therefore, you take me. I'm healthy and young. That the lion might like it. So Krishna, again, he used a lot of logical skills and then he defeated that argument also, saying, including that he only wants half body of Mayuradwaja. Then Mayuradwaja said, yes, I'm ready to give my half body. He asked his wife, that is the queen, and his son to bring a large saw. This saw, they just, like this, they do. That is what is Krachaka. Krakacha. So this Krakacha, you bring this Krakacha and then you start cutting out my body, starting from my head, like this you keep and then just cut my body into half. Mm-hmm. When Mayuradwaja was preparing to sit and they brought the saw, a tear was coming from his left eye. Then Krishna said, what is this? You are crying. I don't want from a crying person who is so fearful of dying and you are not willing to give your body also. I don't want to take donation from such a person. So then Mayuradwaja said, no, I am going to give you the right part of the body. So my left part of the body is actually feeling sad that it is not able to be helpful to these brahmanas. Therefore, there was a tear that is coming out of my eyes. Don't think that I am becoming fearful of dying and then therefore I am saying like this. So this Mayuradwaja, he was ready to give half of his body to Krishna. So the narrator is saying, Kashtam, how can I explain this? This is so difficult. Gad gadi akulaha asmi. My throat is blocking. I am shivering. I am not able to explain this. Katana Aramba, just to start telling this story, my throat is choking up. But sa ullasam krakachena daritam abhut patni sudhapyam shiraha. But this Mayuradwaja, he was so happy. Happily, he was sitting under that krakacha, that saw, and he is being sawed by both his wife and son. May I offer my repeated obeisances to this Mayuradwaja again and again. So this is what the narrator is saying. So here you see there is the horse over here, and Krishna and Arjuna, they are in disguise, and the son and wife, they are trying to saw the body of Mayuradwaja. Now, this is daya-vira rasa. Daya-vira rasa means he is feeling compassion toward Krishna. Krishna is in disguise. If Krishna is not disguised, it will be called dana-vira rasa, charity. He is giving charity. So previous one we saw in the Vira Rasa is charity. Now we are seeing compassion. So this compassion arises because Krishna is in disguise. Why? If Krishna is not in disguise, nobody will feel compassion for Krishna to give something to him because they know Krishna has everything. Krishna is our maintainer. All of them are having that idea. So they won't feel compassion toward Krishna. So Krishna has to disguise himself. Like in the case of Mayuradhwaja, he was disguised as a Brahman. At that time, the devotees will feel daya, compassion toward Krishna, and they will go to an extraordinary level to fulfill that compassion. In the case of Mayuradhwaja, he is being cut into two pieces. So then Krishna came and stopped, and then he revealed himself. And then Mayuradhwaja was very pleased that Krishna himself came here because he was previously worried that his son has done such an offense that he disrespected Krishna, but now Krishna himself has come. So this is daya-vira rasa. So before I move forward, is there any questions anybody has? Okay, so I'll just move forward. So we have completed Yuddha-vira, Dana-vira, daya-vira, and then now we are entering into dharma-vira. Mataji, you can recite this verse.
Yes, Prabhu. भवदभिरति हेतुं कुर्वता सप्ततन्तुं पूरम् अभिपुरुहुते नित्यं व्यवोपहूते दनुजादमनतस्या पाण्डुपुत्रेण गन्धः सुचिरं मरचि सच्याः सव्यहस्ताङ्कसायी. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. So dharma-vira means the person who is so fixed in performing all the dharmic activities. Like he will be very much adherent to scriptural rules. He will have tolerance. He will tolerate all. He will have very good conduct. Every situation, he knows what kind of proper conduct to follow. And he will have sense control. This kind of devotee of Krishna, he exhibits this dharma-vira rasa. So this verse says, Bhavat abhirati hetun kurvata saptatantun. By being attached to you, O Krishna, this Yudhishthira, who is son of Pandu, he is performing yagyas after yagyas after yagyas. To whom? To Puruhuta. Puruhuta is Indra. Here you see there is a word place there. Puramabhi Puruhute Nityameva Puhute. So Hute Hute Puru Puru. Like that word play. So he is continuously performing yagya after yagya in such a way that Indra is not going back to Swargaloka. He is always here. He is always in Hastinapur. He is not able to go back to Swargaloka. By the time he tries to go back, he performs another sacrifice and he invites Indra. And Indra comes back. And then he tries to go back again. Again, he performs another sacrifice. In this way, Yudhishthira was completely fixed in performing sacrifices. Such an extent that Suchiram Arachi Satchaha Sarva Savya Hasta Ankashayi. Savya Hasta means this left hand. Here it is showing right hand, but it is left hand. So she was holding her left hand like this on her cheeks, waiting for Indra to come back. Sachi. Sachi is the wife of Indra. She is holding like this, waiting. When will Indra come? Because he is missing from Swargaloka for a long time, as long as the Pandavas were living in Yudhishthira was performing so many sacrifices. He was holding her face like this and feeling depressed, waiting for Indra to arrive. There may be one question. Why is this Yudhishthira Maharaj worshipping Indra? Indra is a devata. Shouldn't he be worshipping Vishnu or Krishna? Why is he worshipping Indra? So when the Vaishnavas worship the devatas, They worship the devatas as limbs of the Lord, servants of the Lord. They don't ask any benediction from the devatas. They worship him as angas of the Lord. They are just servants of the Lord who are trying to serve Krishna like that. They don't worship him, worship the devatas as the supreme Lord. So therefore there is no fault in it. And Yudhishthira Maharaj was performing all the sacrifices only to make Krishna happy because Krishna asked him to perform the sacrifices. Krishna wants Yudhishthira Maharaj to prosper. So he asked him to perform so many sacrifices for the devatas. So he is performing on the order of Krishna. Therefore, there is no fault in it. Okay, the next rasa is Karuna Rasa. Karuna Rasa. Karuna means compassion. This is different from the daya-vira rasa that we saw. So this is basically those heroic people who exhibit compassion when Krishna is disguised. The Karuna Rasa is compassion in general for Krishna by different varieties of devotees. So, how does this compassion arise in the heart? When the sadness, shoka, grief overwhelms the heart of the devotee, it comes out as Karuna Rasa. So, when they look at Krishna and something bad is happening to Krishna, then they feel so aggrieved. Then this Karuna Rasa comes out from their heart. So Krishna is the object of compassion here. And Krishna's dear relatives, dear friends, they experience this Karuna Rasa toward Krishna. When Krishna takes on the appearance of falling into some misfortune, some calamity is going to happen to Krishna, in that time, all these devotees will exhibit this Karuna Rasa. Or sometimes the devotees, they will feel Karuna Rasa toward their own relatives. Yeah. So when they look at their relatives who don't have bhakti, then they feel this Karuna, compassion toward them. So the Karuna Rasa can appear in two scenarios, one for Krishna or the other is for their own relatives who don't have bhakti. So here, Sahadeva, he is Sahadeva, he is looking at Krishna. And when he looked at Krishna's lotus feet, especially, it was so effulgence. And so much effulgence was emanating from the lotus feet of Krishna that he began to lament. Oh, Mother Madri. The mother of Sahadeva is Madri. Oh, Mother Madri, where have you gone? Oh, Father Pandu, where are you? Because by the time he was growing up, both of them left. Pandu left, because he was trying to conceive, and Madri went along with Pandu. So both of them died. So we're saying, where are you? You couldn't see Krishna. How bad it is. So he is feeling compassion toward his own relatives. He was thinking that both Pandu and Madri couldn't see Krishna. They left the world very early. So when he especially looked at Krishna's lotus feet shining, he thought that this has been missed by Madri and Pandu. So he was having Karuna Rasa. Mataji, you can recite this verse.
तं नागभोगपरिवितामदृष्टचेष्टम् आलोक्य तत्प्रिया सखाः पशुपा भृसार्ताः कृष्णेऽर्पितात्मा सुहृदत्तकलत्रकामा दुःखानुशोकभयमूढा धियो निपेतुः.
Thank you. So Krishna, one time he went to the lake of Yamuna, the Yamuna near to the Yamuna bank, without Balaram, and both Krishna and the cowherd boys, they were all playing together. That time it was the Janma Nakshatra of Balaram, so he had to stay back. But Krishna and the cowherd boys, they came there. So when they were playing, they went deep into the near to the river, and then they started going into the river. Krishna saw that Krishna was entering into Yamuna, and then he was playing. So Kalia at the time he came and coiled over Krishna. So when he coiled over Krishna, these gopas who were standing on the shore, and they saw that Krishna was motionless, he was coiled over there. Tam naga bhoga parivitam. He was bound by the coils of this snake. Adrishta cheshtam. There was no motion in Krishna. He was like lying down like this. Alokya tat priya sakaha pashupaha brisha artaha. When all the cowherd boyfriends they looked at Krishna in this condition, they underwent extreme grief, extreme misery within their heart. Why? Krishne arpita atma suhurdartha kalatra kama duk kamaha. So they have offered everything to Krishna. They have offered Atma, their own self, to Krishna. They have offered their friends, their wealth, their family, all their desires are offered to Krishna. Whatever Krishna likes, that's what we will do. And we exist just for the sake of Krishna. And now, when this Krishna is coiled by this Kaliya snake and he is as if he is dead, their lives years were running out of their body. So they were extremely filled with grief, dukkha, anushoka, and lamenting, bhaya, fearful. And Krishna, what will happen to Krishna? Maybe we will never be able to see Krishna after this. By this mood of dhyaha, their mind got extremely agitated. So then they started falling down on the bank of Yamuna. Hearing this, all the cowherd members, they started running toward the bank of Yamuna. They were all looking at Krishna from the bank of Yamuna. When the members of the cowherd community who had accepted Krishna as their dearmost friend saw him enveloped in the snake's coils, motionless, they were greatly disturbed. They had offered everything to Krishna, their very selves, their families, their wealth, wives, and all pleasures. At the sight of the Lord in the clutches of the Kaliya snake, their intelligence became deranged by grief, lamentation, and fear, and thus they fell to the ground. So here we see Krishna is coiled by the snake Kaliya, and all the cowherd people they were shedding tears. This is an exhibition of Karuna Rasa. They are filled with misery, grief because of looking at the condition of Krishna. So then it comes out as compassion, Karuna Rasa. How can we protect Krishna? So Nanda Maharaj was running toward Krishna to try to save him. So Balaram, actually, who came at that point along with the cowherds, he started pushing back Nanda Maharaj. Then other cowherds were trying to enter. He was trying to stop all of these cowherds because Balaram knows that Krishna is simply playing with Kaliya. He will just kill Kaliya. No, nothing is going to happen to him. But these Vrajavasis, I don't want them to lose. I don't want to lose them. I don't want them to go to Kaliya and get bitten. So Balaram is trying to hold all of these people. He was just extending. He is another snake. He is Shesha. So he's trying to extend, run here and there, and then holding everybody back. But all of them are filled with grief for Krishna, exhibition of Karuna Rasa. So Krishna is the object of compassion here, and Karuna Rasa is being expressed. So we'll look at one more verse, then we'll stop. कृष्ण प्रियाणमाकर्षे शङ्खचूडेन निर्मिते नीलाम्बरस्य वक्त्रेन्दु नीलिमाणं मुहुर्दधे. So Krishna and all the cowherd boys and the cowherd girls, they were playing Holi. They play Holi every year once, Horika. So they were playing this Holi festival, throwing colors upon each other and pulling each other and joking with each other. Both Krishna and the cowherd girls and the boys, everybody were playing holy. When they were playing nicely holy, this demon Sankachuda took this opportunity and then entered into Vraja. And then he took away all the gopis, girlfriends of Krishna. When he took away all the girlfriends of Krishna, Balaram became sad first. Krishna Priyanam Akarshe, when he was taking out all the girls of Krishna, Krishna Priya, Sankachudena Nirmite, Neelambarasya, that is Balaram, Vaktra Induhu, his beautiful moon-like face, Neelimanam Muhurdate, it was filled with sorrow. So Balaram is exhibiting Karuna Rasa. He was filled with sorrow within. Oh, Krishna's girlfriends are being stolen. How sad it is. He has to act, but first he is exhibiting this sadness within him, and it is coming out as Karuna Rasa toward Krishna. So we'll stop here. Any questions, comments? Anybody has suggestions, reflections? No. Okay, this is the picture. Yeah. This Sankachuda is trying to steal the gopis. Okay. Yes, Brian Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, thank you so much for such a nectarian class. So in the past time that you were sharing about the devotee, and Krishna asking for half of his body, I was when I heard his explanation that he was feeling sad that the left part of the body was feeling sad that the only right part was basically being utilized for Krishna's service and left body was not. Then that's why they were crying. I think that was such a heartfelt moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your feelings. Yes, it was a heartfelt moment and very great devotee, Mayura Dhwaja. Thank you for sharing your feelings.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Sachindra Krishna Prabhu. These stories, some stories are from Bhagavatam, like for not Bhagavatam, the Kaliya pastime is from Bhagavatam. This Mayura Dhwaja who was offering his body, that's from Mahabharat, but it is quoted in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we are only looking at the pastimes which are mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu as examples. But he is quoting from different places. Sometimes he quotes from his own works as well, Vidakta Madhava and Lalita Madhava. Sometimes he composes verse to explain that particular pastime. Sometimes he quotes directly from existing scriptures like Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, like that.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Nicely, very nicely narrated. And all the, the pictures are very, very beautiful. Thank you so much for making all these things for us.
Thank you, Mataji. So we'll stop here. Thank you, devotees, for joining. We'll continue from next week. Karuna Rasa has still 2 more slides. We'll complete that next week. Then we'll enter into Raudra Rasa. Hare Krishna.
Get well soon, Prabhuji. I think you
Yeah.
are not well, right? Get well soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Vanchakalpatarubhesya kripasindhameva च पतितानेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो Gaudiya Vaishnava ki jai. Thank you, Anandamul.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Prabhu. Hello, Prabhu. Varun Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu.